get into it.
Breakdancing.
We got it. Hideaway, Anime versus Experience and Maid.
All right. Here we go.
Mario out of nowhere.
Get into this game, #1, man. These guys are just absolutely, fiends of the game. Maid and Experience. And we were saying that Experience was talking that mess a little bit earlier and then got washed up. And so I'm looking to see the swing back. But there's something on the screen that I'm sure brings you back to like BCX circa like 2019.
Whoa, what an interrupt from Maid. This, their team comp is, it's absurd. We've seen so many Chronixes, and out of nowhere, I guess in the elimination side, Maid and Experience have this pocket anti-Chronix combo to go up against Anime and Maid, and it's a Thor and a Vector?
It ain't looking so hot right now.
Okay, well.
But it is, hey, they're innovators, you know?
Yeah.
Or at least they're trying, and that's the start. Here we go. Let's see how this combination works. Yeah, Rocket Lance coming out again. Don't really see that. And we also have a bow coming out from Experience. For Experience, this is just like a weird kind of combination to see him on, period.
Yeah.
But I want to see if he got the chops like that.
He might. There were moments where it was looking good on that initial stock, but that soft platform actually going to help him out there as Anime ended up doing a ledge cancel downlight instead of a down air to punish that whiff. Ensig not going to connect on the Anime either. Nice double weapon toss. Anime might be a little bit of the target here, but Maid's scoop up will take out Hideaway.
This is so interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Maybe Experience just got inspired by Yuz, but Yuz doesn't do any of that. I'll tell you that. But
Yuz was playing Finn.
That is also true. That is true. I just meant the fact that he was playing Vector at all.
That's true. That's fair. Ooh, not able to follow up off the end light there from Hideaway.
It's not the plane, it's the pilot.
But Experience, he's got his pilot's license. Ensig gonna miss there, and Hideaway right on top of it with the GC down sig launches him. Hideaway comes in, sidelight recovery.
Let's see what Maid got here. Hammer. I've been making Hammer jokes all weekend, but
it's because that weapon. I'm sorry. I play it. I get to say that. That's my people.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting. Some orb as well. We didn't see any orb from North America. I don't really know what happened to Radish, but yeah, it did not make it this far in bracket. So we'll see. Granted, they're hanging on. They're hanging on. They're not winning at the moment, but they are keeping it competitive, and I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's definitely not over for this blue team. Maybe a little bit of warm-up time, because again, they were playing the Chronix earlier today when they were on the upper side of the bracket, but now that they're here, they're playing this Thor Vector combo, and they managed to bring it down to final stocks.
And you see Hideaway just trying to bide his time in the sky there. Experience, it's really interesting because you can tell watching Experience's Lance that he don't play Rocket Lance, bro. He don't play Rocket Lance, but he has the fundamentals of just Brawlhalla to go ahead and guide him through. Even if you don't play Rocket Lance, you can do side light down air, you can do side light in air, right? It's the nuances that are apparent that he does not have, but still has the skill as a player.
Yeah, and he'll still have the moveset of a Lance, right, with that deep charge recovery, but Maid gonna fall. Experience left to the 1v2. Anime very healthy here. I'm not even sure if a side air would take out Hideaway. I don't think it would, so Experience is gonna have to work for this.
Oh, you're dead.
That's a punish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't even need a downlight nair from Anime. It was just a falling side air from Hideaway, and game one goes the way of Anime and Hideaway.
And despite all the crap I was giving Experience, he had 581 damage on that Vector. So clearly was doing a pretty decent job there. Even Maid not doing terribly with the Thor, But you look at Anime, and Anime didn't really have to do much. You're just big chilling, and then the KOs came, I suppose. But I wonder, do you think they're going to stick with this team combo? It could work.
I feel like they might. But also right now, I don't know what's going on in Maid and Experience's head. Because there's one world where they're just laughing and they're like, ha, Chronix, ha, we'll play something else, we're better. But there's also another world where Experience is he's getting a little tilted. He's got, a lot of pressure on himself because he keeps believing that people don't talk enough about how good of a team they are and people keep discounting Maid. So I think there's a level of chip on his shoulderness, but I don't know.
I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated because I think it would be really funny if they were able to win with this team combination. I actually I'm not going to say I love the Vector because that would be cap, but I don't hate it. I think he could keep running it. He got a fair amount of damage done. I do look at the Thor and I'm kind of is there, like, I'm curious about the combination of the legends and not so much the individual legend picks, because we've seen Thor historically perform really well in twos. And so I'm not like, oh, this character doesn't make sense. I'm just curious about what Thor is supposed to do with Vector, but the answer is nobody has to care anymore because we're back to the Chronics. Let's go, baby.
Like, well, that was funny. Now it's time for Chronics. Maid and Experience gonna show that they play Chronics better than anybody else. One thing that is very unique about specifically the Maid Experience Chronics is that, like, generally we're used to seeing the Cross be that kind of really aggressive offstage opener type player, whereas on this team specifically, it's Experience who's trying to be that frontliner with the Onyx.
Yeah, Experience, just like, I don't know, there's something about the dopamine rush he gets when he hits somebody. He's like, I got to do that at least 3 to 4 more times. And so he just chases that high, and man, when he's able to execute, it looks fantastic. And having Maid in the back to support him in doing that is always a nice boon to have in your corner. But on the other side of things, I mean, Anime and Hideaway have been doing so well today, it's going to be a tough one to call.
Yeah, I mean, Anime and Hideaway, of course, hot off that 3-2 win over Truck Stop Burrito and Daddy Hizo. Coming into this one already with a 1-0 lead. Everybody deep red. Who's going to get hit first? It's the neutral light. Anime, plenty of health, but not enough movement, and another neutral light will give the double to Experience.
All right, but they have a lot of damage at this point. Ooh, some friendly fire is going to send Maid toward the depths as well. I'm surprised Anime didn't immediately go off stage when he saw that recovery come out, because that was like a, whew, that one felt free.
Well, they still managed to clean up Anime and Hideaway, taking all the weapons away from the blue team. There's the weapon spawn. Maid picks it up.
Let's see. Nice little cider coming out here at Anime.
Nice.
Ooh, big
Got 'em
combo.
both. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Hideaway just didn't really have the time or maybe the movement to position quick enough, but tried to follow up anyhow. That was amazing damage for that team for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it got both blue team members in it, so that's a great burst of damage, but it's still not like a KO, which is obviously like what you usually want at the end of a team combo.
Yeah, especially with this team combination, right? We were talking about theoretical, optimized versions of it. Usually you want that to lead to a KO, especially when you have both members of the team in it. It's like, I feel like that's the moment to be greedy.
Okay, pushing this slight lead over the blue team though. Woo. Not able to get that recovery onto Experience. Downlight goes for the side air there. Experience will fall on the right side. Maid with the weapon toss. Trying to keep this stock active.
Okay, and Maid and Experience trailing behind by a little bit here, but this game has been really close the entire time. A game of really centimeters here, as like each hit brings it that much closer. I mean, look at the damage, right? Like, are those health bars different? Probably, but like I can't tell.
The only difference is that it's a Cross and an Onyx with the 2 stocks. And it's Anime now, the only one left with 2 stocks, is the team combo coming out from Hideaway and Anime to just put a bunch of damage onto Experience.
Okay, Experience, what is going to be your answer here? You've been taking so much damage, have to play on the back foot, get that Neutralite. And that's one thing about that Cannon Neutralite, right? When it's in the corner, it's a really decent KO option, but from center stage, you're always going to get that bounce, and it just means that it nerfs the knockback so much.
Yeah, I mean, eating 20% of that force will sometimes save a stock.
Ooh, nice catch. Not the KO, though. Anime still has 2. Oh, this is going to be pretty much impossible for Maid to figure out here. Has to get back. Gets caught by the D-Light ground pound, and that's going to be game 2. Hideaway and Anime putting Experience and Maid in a pretty tough spot. They have to win 3 games in a row now if they want to remain in this bracket. And I have to say, like, I mean, maybe they were goofing around with that Thor and that
Thor Vector,
but at this point, maybe you're regretting that a little bit. Maybe it was like, we're just better, so we'll play whatever. And then it was like, are we not
better enough?
Like, oof. We'll see, though. The reverse 30 could be true. It could be true. They might just,
They keep disrespecting the red Onyx.
I mean, yeah. That's Lil Bro.
They're the same skin, so it's not like the skin is just whoever is red Onyx, they just do not like that person.
Lil Bro is just small, bro. What do you mean? Why just because he's small means they don't like him, bro?
Because everybody else is 1 height, and that's the one that they're ostracizing.
That's the outsider. a pick of a word. I feel like he's just
They
vibing.
othered that person specifically and said, that one is the one that we are going to make small.
Dang.
Production's a bunch of haters on Red Onyx.
All right, well, you heard it here first. We don't like Red Onyx around these parts. Blue Onyx, though, that's my goat.
Blue Onyx is just built different. Here we go, game number 3. Maiden Experience, like you said, have to make the 3-0 comeback. Otherwise, they're going home with the 5th place finish here at the Summer Championship.
Yeah, and this is where it all counts, really, for Maiden Experience. Up until this point, you know, whether they were sandbagging or just having a tough time, they always had the thought of, well, I have other games, right? Now they don't have other games, and so if they're going to execute and actually try to win this whole thing, this is the moment for them to take out all the stops they got in the back pocket.
Maid trying to avoid all of the nairs coming out from Anime. Who's this onslaught of cannon nairs. The N-Sig not going to connect for anybody there. Oh, got above it.
Nice.
Nice interrupt from Maid. And the weapon toss to keep Anime from taking down Maid there.
Okay, you can see now they're trying to collapse on the Anime Fan, but Anime Fan's movement has been really tricky, yeah. Sure, he'll take a side air any day of the week, but if it's the recovery, you don't want to eat one of those, and that's exactly what we see happen on the side of Maid, but it does look like a stock was taken from Anime, and Retaliation Experience has all 3 stocks now.
You saw them looking for the team combo, and they're going to get it onto both red team members, but Experience goes for a downlight, ends up whiffing, and Hideaway turns it around into a ground pound. Everybody on second stocks.
Yeah, you know, definitely not what they were looking for. Ideal situation, but with that said, so much damage. And despite that, it's already been kind of like mitigated a bit. It feels like this entire set, no team has had a major advantage over the other the entire time. And I feel like if Maiden Experience could just get that one chance to have that game, it would make all the difference for them in terms of momentum.
Oh, got them both with the down air. Not enough with the neutral air, though.
Okay,
another one.
Go.
Got
teammate dodge.
Nice weapon toss. Nice down air. Down light side air. Still converts it to a KO, and the ground pound will just bounce Experience. Woohoo. Wanted them both.
Almost gets knocked out by the Sandblast. It's not enough. Ooh, this is so close. I keep looking at the damage values, and I'm like, man, no one can get an inch, can they?
Oh, man. No leads allowed here. They're keeping this one close. Nice neutral light there. Experience with the tiniest bit of lead. They need to convert onto Anime. That's a burned aerial spot dodge, but he weaves through both blue team members.
Yeah, finds the right spot on the Y-axis to let that Cannon Sayer rip and squeezes right between the both of them. And now, been able to regroup with his partner, and they're getting a lot of mileage here. Experience having a tough time landing. Okay. Made pretty far away from Experience in this one.
Oh, missed the nair. Experience going to get launched. Made. Trying to survive here.
Has
Red
to
team
bide
wants
time. Have to be careful here. Potential tournament stocks.
Maid, he's disarmed. He's getting launched by the side airs from Anime.
Man, when did Maid even take all this damage? I must have missed that.
I mean, it was while Experience was respawning.
Oh!
Narrowly avoids the recovery, but the nair, it's all left to Experience. Otherwise, blue team is done for the day. Maiden Experience. Can Experience clutch here?
Yeah, I'm like, show me why you got that Gear 5 Luffy profile picture on Twitter. You gotta show me right now, big bro. Because otherwise, that's it for you. And it's looking like that might be the case as he eats this recovery. And that's going to be Maiden Experience falling down to Anime and Hideaway and securing themselves 5th place at the Summer Championship. But for Anime and Hideaway, they have the chance to go further and beyond as we hop into the top 4.
What a breakout performance for Hideaway. Again, I cannot overstate the fact that going from 0